Now guys, I have decided that it is time.
For 6 whole weeks I've been growing this beard and growing my hair. Look at it, completely out of control. And here I am as the Brazilian Ronaldo. Yeah, I've always wanted to go for this haircut and now I've finally got the chance. Although, to be fair, I wouldn't mind getting my normal haircut back, but we all know what happened the last time I tried to cut my own hair. Ice gem pineapple head. Right, that's exactly what it looked like. I literally thought this was going to be class. Like, I thought I was going to nail it, but I did not have a clue. And at this rate, I'm going to be spending Christmas 2020 looking like this. Yeah, it's really not what I want, but it's getting ever more likely. And as much as I've enjoyed trying out haircuts on Photoshop, like here, where I've face swapped with my friend Malfoy, or here, where I've done the same with Calfreezy, it's a great look, but it's not what I want. So we've got a lot coming up in this video, right? But should I begin by cutting my own hair? Right, I know it sounds very, ooh, YouTuber cuts their own hair, pretty original. But I actually want to show that we can all do it and smash it. So, after going back and forward with some shaving brands, Braun, right, I'm sure you've heard of them, they set me up with one of their ambassadors who showed me how to do it. Plus, they have said they have a tool for cutting your own hair. And after hearing about my video idea, they said they wanted to sponsor it and supply me with their special tool, which is sick. But what is this tool? Introducing the MGK 7221 10-in-1 styling kit, which is waterproof and has settings for all over the body. Ideal. So, after years of being a bottle job, crumbling at any moment of pressure, what is Weller gonna do in this circumstance? When he's now got a big brand backing him, saying, go on, Weller, go show us how it's done, mate. Yeah.
So here goes. Oh no! I put the wrong setting on. Oh no!
Ow! Right. Oh, he's ruined the whole thing. What the? Mate, already he's taken chunks out of his hair. The brand deal's off. Well, are you absolute numbskull? But I've now basically got two options, right? Either I cry, go to bed, and just give up, or I show that even if you have done this, which a lot of you guys have, that still you can turn it into a masterpiece.
Pull up. Man's just started. Can't chat to me about who's departed. Take classes. This beat is sick. Pull it up, restart it. Look at your skull. It's bloody raucous. That crazy haircut looks like a tortoise.
Yes, he's done it! I haven't secretly got Zoella's nan round or something. No, I learned how to do this by myself, right? And here is the secret. Basically, you need to almost become the cranium, right? You are the skull. And how would you like to be treated? Yeah, with love, gently. So, don't go diving in, mate, right? And I see you, because that's what a lot of you have done. You've gone, yeah, I know what I'm doing, mate. Yeah, don't worry, love. And bang, you've ended up with dodgy zigzags all over your head. We want to get a gorgeous, smooth fade, right, that looks good. So basically, I took the MGK 7221 and connected the 3 to 11mm attachment. I started with the 11mm setting to set the boundary for the fade, and from the bottom went straight up until the point where my skull starts curving in and flick out, right? You flick out. That motion is vital. Then go down to the 9mm setting and aim for an inch below the previous line and flick out. Then continue going down the settings in this manner until you're using just a blade at the bottom if you're going for a skin fade. You then want to start fading in the lines. So for the top area, switch between the 9 and 11mm setting and fade in the line. For the middle area, switch between the 7 and 5mm settings and shade in the line. For the bottom, use the 3mm setting. Now, for the back, I actually did it mostly without looking and used the knobbly bone on the back of your head, which we all have, so feel yours now. I used that as a guide and just applied the same steps I used on the sides, but for the back, making sure I don't go too high above that knobbly bone. Now, you're going to notice areas that need touching up, so just make sure you're using the right setting for that area of the fade and just fade it, because this is where it becomes a good fade. I didn't touch the top because it's a bit risky, and a fade is enough for me. Like, it looks sharp, brings out your jawline, and I like it. Having this skill is so convenient because you can go anywhere in the world and give yourself a fresh fade, which is just like, it's sick. Using Braun's MGK7221 was easy, straightforward, and I do recommend it. It's got all the settings you need to produce a perfect fade, and being waterproof, I could rinse it in between shavings. There was no faffing about.
Now for the beard.
For my ratty, horrible beard, I literally went from this to a nice, smooth, clean look in like 20 seconds using Braun's Series 9 Wet and Dry Electric Shaver. It's also waterproof and has no mess, right, like normal shaving does. So I'll link that and the MGK7221 in the description for you guys to try and get yourselves looking sharp.
Now, the second part of this video, basically, you guys have sent in questions on my Instagram, @JoeWeller. How did you think the podcast with KSI went? Now, honestly, I thought it was sick. Like, the way we both came with an attitude of, let's deal with this. You know, let's be respectful, mature, and talk properly. Like, I found it quite powerful, and I'm hoping what people took from it is that even if you have a disagreement, if you fall out with someone and you're enemies, that you can sit down, have a chat, and just deal with it. Like, it's the best way to be. And for so long, with beef being what everyone does on YouTube, you know, for views and clout and all that rubbish, I think coming together, supporting each other, and showing that we're actually better together rather than just like fighting each other is the way forward. Who would be your dream podcast guest and why? Conor McGregor, who, by the way, right, I filmed a whole advert with, and it hasn't come out. I have no idea when it's going to come out. I'm not allowed to put my Instagram of us out because of that. I'll show you like a little bit. Would you ever spar Deji for a video? Now, this is an interesting thing because I actually DM'd him. I DM'd him to see if he would come on Waffling, right, my podcast, like we've just done with KSI, and just have a chat, because I actually think he's had a lot go on, and I think coming on Waffling would be just a good place to open up, be honest, and just be real. Like, that is what Waffling is all about. And I actually almost, in an ideal world, would turn Waffling into a hub for where YouTubers and anyone like in the public domain can come and just be themselves, be real, open up, have a laugh. But regarding Deji, he aired my message. He did not reply, so I don't know. I can't really totally figure him out, personally. Are you and Elliot friends? I haven't spoke to him since the incident. Yeah, that is a tricky situation, and at some point I think it would be good to jump on Waffling, maybe even with him, and talk about all of that, because, you know, I get asked questions about him, our relationship, do we get along a lot, and we created some amazing videos, like our Haunted series changed the game on YouTube. So, you know, I am in a mentality now of let's deal with things, let's sort them, and, you know, be grown-ups about it. But at the moment, yeah, I just haven't spoken to him. Is YouTube worth it? Can you make a living from it? Yes, you can, 100%. I mean, doing things like this video that I've done, where I'm passionate about it, and I end up working with a brand that's also passionate about it, then you can make like decent money through sponsorship. As well, YouTube adverts pay, but it changes throughout the year. So sponsorship is where the serious money is. Summer or winter? Now, definitely summer. And speaking of which, like, I want to go back to Bali or like Thailand or something. I know I made the tattoo sleeve mistake and a lot went wrong when I went to Bali last, but I think I want to live life to the max and make videos that are mental, like that you watch and you're like, not only is this like, does it look amazing, but it brings out my personality. And I think going on adventures, like with my haunted videos, I was gassed up because they were constant adventures. I think going to a cool place like Bali, Indonesia, where it's jungle, there's monkeys, it's just mental, I think that will bring me out of my shell loads, and I can do my filmmaking whilst making funny videos about it all. And yeah, like that's what I want to do. So yeah, summer, because the weather allows that. Anyways, guys, give it a go cutting your own hair using the tools that I've linked in the description. Respect to Braun once again for supplying them and showing me how to do this. And for now, leave a like rating, subscribe if you're new, and peace.